welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, we're settled in. We're good. We got this.
To do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's fired. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop with the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Morales. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in the Situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And makes the catch inside the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Morales. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
3:25.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Easy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That touchdown ripped all over him from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed. Maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Seminoles in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it to the right here. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Morales. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking 4th and short. They're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Uncorks one. Complete downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lewis. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They booted away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. After a pickup of 4, good run to get it out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's caught. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the run, it's Coughlin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Quarterback making checks. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready up.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Set. Ready.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Pulled and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Noles hit it quickly to the line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed near the sticks. It's fired. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. Plows through the defense. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The Florida State offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find...
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. just have to make that catch. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Off play action. Going for it all. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can he do running clock in the second half?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 28 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fakes to grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it inside the 30. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles!
They didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch.
On the ready.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Ready, break. Get set, get set.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not...
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is the ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll try the left side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs knows is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Using his feet to buy time. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Working that left side now. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. Gets away from one. He's got space. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Morales. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Southern Miss is having its way offensively, just marching up and down that field at a breathtaking pace.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meyer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The play action fake. Wide open downfield. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun, looking for a man. Picked off to stop the threat.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking up the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coffee. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. Inside the touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they turn it into a defensive score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives... There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a crease to the left. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll try to pop the draw. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
22, water.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. They boot it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now. recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.